only I had a better countdown. Oh, wait, I do. All right, boys and girls, welcome aboard. It's time for Sketching the Privateer. I am your host, the actual privateer in real life, Joe's Atmosphere. How you doing, guys? Good to see you. Got a lot to cover today on today's show. I didn't get much sleep last night. There was some disturbing news about one of our fellow YouTubers last night, guy that I admire for what he's done in the space. I had recently stopped watching him because I didn't really care for the guys he was having on his show too much. So, but there during the Johnny Depp trial, I watched him a lot and enjoy his content and stuff like that. And I feel like I want to say something about it. Nick Rekieta of Rekieta Law was arrested yesterday. Him and his wife and another lady on drug charges and firearm charges. And I'm pretty sure the firearm charges are just because they had drugs. If you have drugs and weapons in the same place, then you automatically get charged for the firearm stuff. But anyway, after looking into things and watching some of his streams and stuff, it's obvious he's going off the deep end a little bit. And I'm in the rehab industry. I'm a resident manager at a rehab. And I just want to say, if you know somebody that's showing signs of deterioration like this, try and get him help. Now, I know his friends, they've all been talking about it ever since it happened, that they have been reaching out for a while trying to get him to get some help, and I hope he does. And that's all I'm really going to say about it. I might cover it this weekend in a as you know, my brother's not going to be here for the Brothers Hack the Matrix this weekend. He's in the Bahamas with his lovely wife. They decided to get away on a vacation, but I may talk about it more later on this weekend. But I'm saying a prayer for the family of Nick Rekieta, and I hope that this will turn things around in his life. Hopefully this is rock bottom for him. It can get worse, but I hope it doesn't take that for him to turn things around. Now, uh, I have to say I'm not going to sit here and throw stones in a glass house. Okay, I've had a couple of DWIs. It's kind of a occupational hazard for a bartender. I did it for 18 years, and I got popped a couple of times. There was about a decade between the two of them, and they were first offenses. If you know anything about the law and how that works, they come off the books after a while, and it becomes a first offense if you do it again. I've been ticketed for having joints on my car. I mean, I dabbled in quite a few things when I was younger, and anybody that knows me, uh, if you've watched my video games in particular, where I have a cocktail, I do a shot, I drink a beer while I'm playing video games. Okay, you guys have seen me do this, and you have. Hang on one second. I forgot to silence my phone. Sorry about that. But I usually let people know, hey, don't send me tips and expect me to do shots. That's not how it works. You have to know yourself when it comes to this stuff. Anybody in the rehab industry will tell you all this stuff is entertainment until it controls you. If you control it, which is what I do, I just have a beer, I have a shot per hour, I maintain, because look, anybody that knows me will tell you if I've had one too many, my wife tells me if my pinky goes like this when I'm holding something, that means the fight's about to be on. I'm one of those anger drunks that wants to fight everybody in the room. So I maintain what I'm doing. But Nick doesn't. And it has slowly but surely caught up with him. And I hope, like I said, that this will be a point where he decides to turn it around. Let's see who's in the chat today. It's Henry Gambles. What's going on, man? Good to see you. And we got Real Wade Nation. Good to see you, man. I understand if you can't stay. It's no big deal, bro. But anyway, I just wanted to put my 2 cents out there, being a creator myself, and I do have a cocktail on stream, but I don't do it to excess, and I would recommend nobody do that. Okay, every time I've watched Flashcast and they start, they I think they set the bar at, like, first time I saw them do it, they did it at $50 for a super chat and they'd have a drink. Well, they got demolished. Oh my God, they got smashed. It was ridiculous. And Flash was yelling and all this. It was crazy. And I just don't recommend that people do that. You need to know yourself. And of course, this is an old guy telling you this. This is hindsight being 2020. Young people are going to do what they do. Nick is relatively young. He's just a little bit over 40. And, hopefully he'll learn from this. I've learned from my mistakes. Hopefully he'll learn from his. Let's see. Henry Gamble says, I pray to God that Nick turns around and has strength to withdraw. Also, it seems like the guy who called him is jealous because his girlfriend gave Nick head on stream. We don't know that for a fact. Allegedly. All of this is alleged, actually. Just because he got arrested doesn't mean he's going to be convicted. But when there's smoke, there's usually fire. You guys have seen his deterioration. Like I said, I haven't watched him in 6 months. So, and I saw he was doing hot tub streams on locals. I was like, dude, are you going the way of Twitch? What are you doing? I didn't really agree with what he was doing. And that's how we vote on this platform. We watch or we don't watch, right? And I quit watching. So let's see. Henry also says, sorry, you're right. Allegedly. Yeah, he's laughing. Yeah. I mean, we say allegedly because you don't want to say things. Well, one of the reasons why he's in the boat he's in is he called somebody something that he shouldn't have, and he's being sued over it now. It's not going the way he wants. It's just, look, when you start drinking that much, you lose control. And nobody has control of everything in their life, but there's certain things you can control. You can control your outlook on things. You can control what you do with your body. You can control that. And he's lost control of it. and I hope he can get it back. Anyway, enough about that. That's not why you tuned in for this. You tuned in to see what's going on with the comic books. So let's dive right in. I'm going to go ahead and switch things around here. Get the camera up and running. Let's see. I think, where's my sketch video at? There it is. Okay. All right. So I'm slowly but surely chopping this down. Every time I turn around, something happens. I had to deal with some financial stuff from my mom the other day. I had, of course, Foxy has not had a day off. She's actually going to have a weekend off this weekend. They had a natural disaster down there in Houston, and that's where she answers calls for local energy company down there, and customer service calls. And they put them in on emergency lockdown. They canceled all the vacations and stuff. She has been working nonstop for the last 2 weeks, 12-hour shifts, 7 to 7. So she's looking forward to having a day off, I got to tell you. So she got us tickets for the Mudbug Madness Festival this weekend. We'll see if we can even make it down there for that. Yeah, let's. I did some of this last night. I haven't been able to record the work I've been doing because I've been trying to sneak it in at work sometimes. So let's see. Joe's Atmosphere. Hope you and your family have a lovely weekend off. Yeah, I hope so too, man. I hope so too. I hope they don't call her in or anything like that. Oh, God, she's been working nonstop. So, but anyway, we're going to keep going. What I'm working on right now is I'm working on the bottom character there, Regal Inferno, the girl I like to call the Firebug. And I may zoom in on that here in a minute. And if I get enough work done, I'll show you. Well, actually, I'm going to do some work on it. And then I'm going to show you the process that I'm planning on using going forward. I teased in my post last week when I, took a mental health day and canceled the show because, we had a little bit of stress here last week because of that stuff. I'm thinking about there's something I'm thinking about doing, and it may eliminate a step for me because I'm really good with pencils, guys. And if I can turn that into my inked page, that would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Now, what I'm talking about is if you look at this right here, this is what it looks like when I manipulate the pencil drawing. Okay. That's what it looks like if I manipulate the pencil drawing. Let me see if I can bring that picture up for you real quick. Where is that picture? I think that's it right there, isn't it? Yeah, that's it right there. Isn't it? Oh, this is a newer one. Okay, but you can still get the same idea. And I can zoom in on it. Okay, so that is the pencil drawing, but I've manipulated it on my iPhone to make the pencil drawings go black. And I'm thinking maybe I may use this as a base to do my inking. Okay? And I'll show you that here in a little bit. We're going to do a little work on her. And what I'm doing, if you look at the camera shot here in a second, I'm working on her armor, which is... Okay, let me go full screen so you guys can get the picture here. The character's skin is lava, all right? Well, there's no way she can wear clothes, right? Unless we come up with, the Fantastic Four came up with the way to wear clothes and all that stuff. I don't want to do that. The only way she's actually going to be able to touch people and stuff is the same thing her father has, the Privateer. He's got a shield. If you've seen some of the pictures from the comic book, let me see if I can bring one of them up for you real quick. Let's see. I think I've got one for art. Yeah, comic book work right here. Okay, so do I have... Yes. Is that the one? No. It's... Hang on 1 second. I'm pretty sure I have that one in here. Might not, but then again, I might. What's that? I don't have it in here. But you know where I do have it? I do have it on my Subscribe Star page. Hey, let's push the Subscribe Star page, shall we? Let's take a look at that, shall we? Yeah, I like that. I like that idea. My Subscribe Star. Hopefully I don't have to sign into it. Of course, if I do, that's the way it goes. Subscribe Star. Subscribe Star. Sorry about this, guys. I should have had this set up already. Subscribe Star, where are you? There you are. And hopefully I'm already signed in. No, I got to log in. Okay. Let's do that. And then I've got to get the code from the email. I'll do that real fast. And the code is... Okay, that's easy. All right. So, what I'm talking about here is the shield that he has in... If you go to my Subscribe Star and you pay $5, you can get all the pictures that I have up. Okay? Let's see, where are the pictures? Don't tell me I dumped the pictures. Did I dump the pictures off of here? Okay. Everything's working against me right now. No! Hang on. Wait. There they are. They just hadn't loaded yet. Okay. So, if I pull this one up here. Now, this is one of the pages from the comic. And as you can see, let me see if I can blow it up at all. Doesn't look like I can. But if you look right here at the top of it, he's covering this girl, and you see there's a line drawn all the way around him, and all these bullets are hitting him. Well, he's got a shield, and the technology basically is an inertia shield, kind of like the Black Panther's armor. You know how it absorbs energy and he can release it? Well, that's what this stuff does. He realizes that if he just has a regular shield on, that the bullets will ricochet off of him and people could get hurt, right? So what it does, this shield, it takes away the potential energy of these things that hit him, right? And they just fall to the ground, right? So that's basically what the daughter is going to have. And by the way, anytime you want to go check it out, guys, this is my Subscribe Star page. It's just something I started on the advice of Comics Division, and he was using it for a long time till he got his own website going. And I have a website, but I don't have a way to charge things. I only have a way for you to email me if you want to get portraits done or anything like that. And when I want to sell merch, when we get the merch business going later on, you'll be able to get that there too. But this is my Subscribe Star page. You can go check me out. It's here. I'll drop the link anytime you want to go check it out. If you want to pay $5, you can see all the artwork I've done on the comic book so far. I'm in the middle of putting it up. I've got the first 6 pages that have been plotted up there. And hang on, let me drop this in here. My Subscribe Star page. All right, there you go right there. There's your link, guys. That's my Subscribe Star page. Now, if you get, I think there's a $1. I think there's a couple of different ways you can go. I think one of them you get to see all the written stuff. Like that is the entire script for the first issue of the Privateer right there. If you look right there, that's the entire script for the first issue. You get that for like $1, I think, and the $5 one. A lot of this stuff you get for nothing, you know. Stuff about my commissions and the shows I have coming up and stuff like that. But if you want to see the artwork, now if you want to see the artwork going on with the comic book, it's here. And you can click on it and look at it a little bit bigger, you know, that kind of thing. But that's the $5 fee is for checking out that stuff that way. So yeah, go check out my Subscribe Star page. If you, it's one of the ways you can support the channel. And as you can see, that was the first 6 pages put up there of the storyline. It's the attack on the Coast Guard cutter in the opening issue. So anyway, go check that out whenever you feel like it. But I just wanted to show you what that shield looked like. And that's basically what we're going to put around her. But as you can see, there's going to be flames coming off of her. And she's only going to turn it on when she wants to touch somebody, you know. So that's the way that's going to go. Hey, what's going on there, that 70s rock fan? How you doing, man? Have you made a thumbnail for your show about band names? Because if not, I'm just going to have to use the one that I have right now, which is from last week. That one right there. But, you know, I push all your stuff every chance I get, man. It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well today. But anyway, okay, so we're going to get over here and do some work on her, and then I'm going to show you the process of me manipulating one of those pictures. All right, so let's check that out real quick. All right, let's get that camera back up so you guys can see it. And you know how this goes. I got to switch microphones, so bear with me 1 second. Oh, let's see. All right, it's on. Now I just got to switch to it. Let's see. Settings. First thing we want to do is change our camera. We're going to switch to that one right there, which shows the drawing board. Hopefully it does it correctly. For some reason, it's being a pain in the butt today, but we're going to get through it. Okay, and let's switch to the sketch version of this. Okay, so let's get the camera back up there. It should work pretty easily. And it's not, so let's go ahead and get to where it needs to be. This is live TV, guys. This is what happens. Check it out. I'm in 2 places at once. And let's see. It doesn't want to show my other camera now. Great. I hate it when it does this. Come on. Act right now. Let me go ahead and... Yeah, it's being dumb. Oh, shit. Okay. Bear with me, guys. I'll be right back. Here I am. I'm back again. Now let's see if it'll act right. Getting these cameras to cycle correctly is a pain in the butt. You may be looking at my back when I start drawing. Let me see. There it is. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Here you go. Yeah, we're not going to chance it anymore. We're just going to show you my back while I'm drawing. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Thumbnail will be done today, mate. Thanks, no problem. And Tim is here. The music is funky. Well, let me tell you what else is funky, man. Your name. Because how are we supposed to know your name is Tim? Well, this is how we know.
There are some who call me Tim.
My man Tim, how you doing, brother? Let's see. There it is. That's what she said. Oh, look at you, man. That 70s rock fan who won last night. Yeah, when inquiring minds want to know that 70s rock fan. I'm off work today. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Okay, so let me get over here, and I'm not even going to try and switch cameras, but I am going to switch microphones so you can hear me. Hang on, let's see. I won't have that problem with this. This works pretty easily. Let's see. There it is. Testing, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Good. Okay. You guys should be able to hear me. I should sound like I'm in the middle of a tunnel, but yeah, there we go. Let's see. Entropy and inertia won last night. What? Okay. Lost. Let's see. Are you also a soccer fan? Okay. I'm going to be away from the chat for a little bit. Let's get over here and show you what I'm working on, and then I'm going to show you the process for the way I'm planning on trying to do the inks a little faster in this thing. Okay, so let's get over here and show you what we're working on. Forgot to get my Spider-Man pencil box out. I say pencil box, it's more like a pencil tube. It even looks like a pencil. Yes, that's old school. It used to have a sharpener down at the bottom of it, but it doesn't have that anymore. But anyway, us old guys got cool shit like this, you know. Brian can tell you all about that. He's one of the few guys on YouTube that's older than I am. Hell, Nerdrotic's not even as old as I am. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Pencils out. And I want to try and move this down a little bit so you can see what's up. Let's see. I may be able to. I don't know. Watch my light. Where's that going? Okay. Now I need to move it forward. Yeah, there we go. Now it is casting a little bit of a shadow, but that's the part I'm working on right there. My gorgeous daughter. That is her. Alright? Yeah, there we go. And what I'm doing now, like I said, she is lava skinned, right? So what I've done is I've drawn little cracks in everything. And what I'm doing is I'm trying to highlight these cracks by, let's see, I need a 2H. There we go. Okay. So I'm highlighting the cracks by negative space is what I'm using. Okay, I'm drawing the outline of them. And this is tedious work. I was trying to avoid this. I bought a white chalk pen, and all that did was smear the pencil marks. So we're going to roll with this as a way to do this, right? And show the cracks in the skin, right? Because it's lava. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make... She can't wear clothes. So you see right here, she's got like a plate on her shoulder that she's created out of her own skin, right? She's built up... Because the lava's liquid. So she can, just build up certain parts of her body, and like her gloves are going to be like this, and I'm just going to show that being darker in the pencil sketch, and it's going to be almost it's going to be like rust colored, almost leaning towards black on the armored parts, and then the rest of her skin is going to be a reddish orange, and then straight up glowing yellow between, with the cracks, because it's molten lava, right? So that's what we're shooting for. And it's tedious work on this stuff, but you know what? That's why I'm trying to think of a way to speed up the inking process. See, I can't go into those lines at all when I shade this to make it look a little darker. If you're going to see the cracks, you see that? See what I'm doing there? Staying outside, just like I stay outside of the highlight in the eye, right? Just like I stay out of that, I'm staying out of these cracks. And I'm shading it, of course, you've got your light sources up here, shining down, from, up top left, right? So, as you can see, I've darkened up everything bottom right, away from the light source, right? Everything's darker away from the light source. I'm just putting layers of softer pencil in there. So you see what I'm looking for there, right? And once again, there's nothing on the human body is straight, okay? It's all rounded. That's what the first thing they teach you how to do, guys. First thing they teach you how to do in art class is to shade a circle, a sphere, just a ball, okay? So you can learn how to do that. Hi, Kay. It's good to see you, darling. I can't highlight your comment, but good to see you. But that's one of the first things they have you do, right? So the finger, look at it. It's round. Look, you see a shade right there where it's highlighted over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a B, which is much darker than a 2H, and we're going to come in darker, where it would be curved away from the light. Thusly, you see I already did it on these here. Doing the same thing here. This gives the illusion of, and of course, we're talking bottom right, okay? The right side of the finger and the bottom of the knuckle, it's rounded there too. So you want that a little darker too, right? There you go, it gives it depth. Then, if you really want to give it a little bit more, flatten your eraser into a little bit of a, flat surface, and then put a little highlight on the left side of each one of these fingers. And there you go. And there it is. There it is, boys and girls. But that's what I'm working on right now with the pencil sketch. Let's get this back up here so you can see. Yeah, that's it right there. Okay, so get that back up a little bit. Get that more in place. Yeah, that's it right there. Okay, that's good enough for now. But anyway, you see what I'm shooting for there. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay, now I can get rid of this tunnel sounding microphone. Hang on one second. Let's go ahead and switch that back out. Uh-oh, I see somebody come in there. John, you got the day off. Hang on a second. I'm switching mics, man. What's going on, John?
Yeah, I had to take the day off, or part of this afternoon off, because they were supposed to come hook up fast wire, the fiber.
Yeah?
And yeah, they came at like 9:30.
Really? Wow.
They were supposed to be here noon to 4. They came at 9:30.
Wow, man. Wow. Okay. Well, hey, that just means you got a 4-day weekend, bro.
Yep.
Hey?
Yeah.
All right, let's get this up and running real quick. I gotta go to Twitch and start me a broadcast real quick, so I can show you guys what I'm planning on doing with this thing. Now, first of all, I took a picture earlier of this thing, and let me send it over to my iPad. Okay. And waiting, and boom, done. Okay, that's in there. Now, what we want to do is we want to get the feed going on Twitch, so I can show you guys. Let's see, plus stream games. That's what you always have to hit when you're doing it with your iPad. Come on. Why is it not doing it? I know it's paired. It's been on there all night. Come on. Oh, I see. I was hitting the wrong button. I suck at this. I really do. Everybody my age sucks at technology a little bit. 3, 2, 1, boom. And we're
Excuse me, everyone?
Well, maybe not people that have been going to school for fucking years. Maybe not. Okay, that's fine. I got you. I stand corrected, bro. Everybody but Das Wolfen, okay? Jeez. Now, don't tell me it's not going to work, right? Come on. Are you serious? Reload player. Okay. Come on. You can do it. Am I going to have to stop it and start it up again? No, there it is. Okay. Good.
Oh, there we go.
Yep. Okay, so what I'm planning on doing here, guys, is let me get my, and yes, that is Kate Beckinsale as Supergirl, and that is the Royal Fox up top in the middle. That is a modeling pic from right around the time I met her. I say met her whenever I ran into her again, right before we got married. But anyway, okay, so I need to get Procreate opened up. And, well, I've already got one in here, but what I wanted to show you is the process of manipulating the picture. Okay? So we've got the picture here, and anybody with an iPhone can do this. Hit auto adjust, and you see it already got darker, right? Then you go through these different ones, exposure, right? Now, I don't want to go too high with the exposure because that gets rid of a lot of the lines. I don't want to get rid of many of the lines, but at the same time, you see the shadows, I want to get rid of that, right? Yeah. So we got to find a happy medium here. And then I've already taken, now, one thing I'll show you when I get to it. Brilliance. Let's see, which one's going to be better, I think about dead even is going to work on that. Highlights. Okay, you see what it does? Look at that. It almost inverts it. Okay? You got to find the middle ground with that, because if you go too far, then everything around it starts to turn dark. We're trying to keep that light. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got to find the middle ground with that. Looks like that ought to be about middle. Shadows, I think that works about the same. No? At 100%, that looks pretty good. And 100% the other way, I think it looks better this way. But that's just me. Just play with it and see. Contrast. Now here you go. This is just like brightness. If you go too far with the contrast, that's going the wrong way right there. That's kind of blending everything, you know, out. But if you go this far, look how many of the lines disappear. Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't want all that. So basically we're going to manipulate this picture and try and get it. What I'm hoping to do with this, and brightness does the same thing. If you go too bright, it gets rid of the lines. What I'm hoping to do is manipulate the picture to where I can use that as an ink base. Okay, here's saturation. Now, you want to take the saturation completely out of it. That way it's black and white. Okay? But I have to step back a little bit. Brightness, I need to calm that down. But it looks like I'm going to have to do some work on the pictures with another program just to get rid of some of the stuff. But you see what I'm talking about here. Let me blow it up a little bit so you can see. Okay? If you take a look right in to the left of his head, you see wrinkles in the paper in there, you know, and that's what's hard to get rid of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You almost have to have a nuclear light on it to just white everything out and then take a picture of it. And it's something I'm going to play with. But as you can see, when you manipulate it correctly, it comes out looking black and white. Whereas, and it was just an idea I had whenever I was basically looking at this. I was looking at, where is it? I was looking at, I've got this full screen. Hang on a second. How do you get that thing out of full screen? I don't even remember. But what I can do is lower it here. And just click that out. But if you look at this one here, you see that all the lines look pretty solid. I could probably, you know, turn the white to transparent and color underneath this. You know what I'm saying? In the Procreate, you have layers. And I really believe if I manipulate it the right way, I may be able to make the inking process a lot easier on myself. You know what I'm saying? In other words, do a lot of work on the pencil sketch and then take that, manipulate it the way I was just showing you guys, and then use that as a layer with the white turning to transparency. You know, you see right here where there's a wrinkle in the paper. I mean, you know, I move this thing around so much that it's getting messed up here and there. But this is actually going to be a portrait that's going to be hung in our living room. And I'm going to make prints of it for the kids and send it to them. But,
cool.
Like I've told everybody, I'm going to take this picture and make it like an alternate cover or something like that. So, you know, it's pretty cool. What's up, Wade? How are you doing?
Hey, Wade.
Well, just doing a Wade marathon.
Doing a Wade marathon?
Just did a stream at 2, a stream at 7, and then finishing with I guess on the stream.
You go. Did you come on here to push your stuff, man? Is that what you did?
I said no, I did not. I was going to do it at the end.
I'm messing with you, man. I'm messing with you. Let me shut down this.
I wasn't going to say something until you know.
So what time are you doing the Anna's Gameland thing?
I just finished it.
Oh, you just finished it. Okay. Cool, man.
And the only reason why I didn't rate it, the problem is I was planning on I was hoping it would go till 2, and then I would just cycle through to the next one, but I was like, it felt like it was good to end. I went like an hour or so it wasn't, you know.
Well, cool, man. I'll have to go and check out the replay of that. Looks like I've already killed the. Let me double check and make sure I've killed the stream over there. Yeah, I did. Okay, cool. That's over with. So
now, yeah,
it's done.
Playing,
okay, cool. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Wade.
I'm just playing Fallout.
Well, you enjoy yourself, man. We're fixing to wrap things up here. because you know, I if you guys didn't see the beginning of it, I was actually commenting.
I said hi.
Yeah, I know. I saw that, Wade. I was talking to John mostly, really.
Whoops.
I was commenting on the Ricada situation, and
yeah, that's a shame.
Saying my prayers are with him. You know, I am in the rehab industry myself, and I hope he gets the help he needs. So,
yeah.
Let's see. Gamble says the privateer looks like a badass. Thank you,
Yes,
sir.
he does.
Appreciate it. And like I said, if you guys want to see the work on the comic book, I'm going to start putting up groups of 6 every day of my plotted pages. And you can here. I showed this earlier, but I'll show it again real quick. I need to get better at self-promotion anyway. Oh, I love that pitch meeting look of fucking She-Hulk, man. Dude, too much. But anyway, I should be able to go to history and find it real fast, because it's the last thing I looked up. Yeah, here it is. My subscribe star page. If you guys want to see what's coming up week to week on the shows, I'm going to start working on my subscribe star page a little bit more. I've got information here on my commissions. That, like this, for instance, is a commission that I did, right? For a couple. It was around Christmas time. The mother wanted that face and her face, but wanted this hairstyle for him. So I had to take the 2 pieces and put them together. So that's what I ended up doing. That's what a lot of people end up wanting, you know. But anyway, the entire plot for the first issue of the Privateer is right there. If you want to be in the know and see it beforehand, it's right there on the page. And if you pay $5, $1 on the page will get you anything written on here, right? Like the plots and stuff like that, because I've been writing this for a long time. And this is some of the work I did on the promotional posters to begin with. If you pay $5, you can see the artwork. And that's my first group of 6. The first 6 pages, that's page 1, and so on. Okay? So you can see all of that on this thing. I'll put the next 6 up tomorrow, and so on until I get all 40 pages up so you guys can see it. And I've got to get the script for the second issue out. This is just friends of mine have put the poster up in their home and stuff, you know. So of course I signed it for them and everything. But anyway, that's what you see on here, man. The first time I was ever on That 70s Rock Fans channel, when he did Zardoz, and I actually made a meme out of Gary wearing the Zardoz outfit. That's when I met Gary, and that's when he started having me come on Pop Culture Minefield. Was after that one. So anyway, go check out my subscribe star page. It's just another way you can support the channel. Let's see. Pitch meeting. Hate She-Hulk 2. Yeah, hell yeah, man. Pitch meeting is great. If you've never watched those, they are awesome. Wade, go ahead and push what you got coming up. You're having a stream marathon. What's next for you?
Fallout Part 6 at 2.
Okay.
And then the Stanley Cup Finals, my custom team versus Coyotes.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then I'm with Ryan on LG News to finish out the night.
Okay,
so
good.
That'll be on his, not on mine, but you know,
Very
I just
cool,
figured I have the day
right,
more than I normally do.
Well, enjoy it, man. I look forward to seeing the replay of that Anna's Gameland. I miss her. She was on the show once, and I had a good time with her. She was a very cool chick.
She's fun.
Yeah.
That was a great show. He's talking about the Zardoz show. Yeah, that was fantastic. It was a lot of fun. Let's see. Our Colossus show we did has had almost 6,000 views now. Yeah, man. You need to do the classic science fiction. Yes. People love that stuff, bro. Absolutely. Okay, well, let me let you guys know what's going on with the channel. I try and keep this under an hour, guys, because I want to get this particular show out to as many people as possible. What I do is rebroadcast it at 3 o'clock on Kick, on Twitch, and X. That's when I
You're good.
replay it on those. Right now, it's just going out to Facebook, YouTube, and Rumble. So, anyway, let's see what we got coming up on the channel. Of course, you're watching Sketching the Privateer, the story of America's Pirate Patriot. I clue you into everything Privateer every Friday at 1 p.m. Central Time. And later on tonight, you can catch our good friend John Das Wolfen, who showed up here near the end of the stream. He's on Pop Culture Minefield's channel, Gaming Night with John, where he's playing through the entire Telltale series of The Walking Dead. I think he's doing the DLC right now between 1 and 2, right?
400 days, yep.
Okay. So go check that out. Our good friend Knock is there with him, and Jed shows up when he has time, and they have a good time trolling John while he's playing. So,
and it won't be I won't have the connection issues anymore because I've got a ping of 4 now.
Do you now? Very cool, man. Very cool. I've actually, to tell you the truth, man, I've actually thought about making a cutoff time for people to join that stream when I do the video games and just doing it through OBS, because it's a much better, you get better quality doing it through OBS.
Yeah.
Than you do StreamYard. And I mean, if I may start doing that, because it takes a little more work. You have to set up the different screens in it. I'm sure you've played with OBS Live before, so it's a lot more customizable. I can put frames around people and do the different things that I really like to do. That's how me and Danny started our show. So we were doing it on OBS Live, but for right now, I'm going to keep doing it on StreamYard. But I know the issues you're having. I've had them myself playing DCUO. It starts to freeze frames sometimes, and it can get messy. But anyway, look for that at 8 p.m. Central Time tonight. Gaming Night with John on Pop Culture Minefield's channel. Now, this Sunday, my brother's in the Bahamas, so there will be no Brothers Hack the Matrix this weekend. I had a poll up, and there was a tie between a live chat-driven stream or a watch party. So I get to decide what it'll be, and I'll let you know as soon as I can. I'm leaning towards, with what happened to Ricada, I'm leaning towards a chat-driven talk stream, because I'm sure there's some people want to talk about that stuff. And me being in the rehab industry and being married to an addict myself, I feel like I got something to say on the subject, so I may end up doing that. But anyway, look for that one usually at 5 p.m. Central Time on Sundays. It's where we do our, it's my political show I do every week. Me and my brother look at the clown show that is 2024 every Sunday at 5 p.m. Central Time through today's headlines. And then Monday, on Memorial Day, it's going to be, and I think John said he's going to show up for this one, maybe, if he can get out of bed,
Yeah, I'm not doing anything. I don't work, so.
Maybe you should, man. John Wayne, one of my favorite actors of all time, in Flying Tigers. I actually have to watch this one because I've never seen it. The World War II movie that I've seen with him in it is The Sands of Iwo Jima. I've seen it a million times, but I've never seen this one, The Flying Tigers. We're going to do it on Military Monday at 10 a.m. Central Time on Pop Culture Minefield's channel. And then, of course, at 3 p.m. Central Time, we're talking wrestling with Ryan Rogers III on Monday Nitrous, his reality-based wrestling show. I believe he's doing ECW this week, but he may not have a show at all, but he usually does it at 3 o'clock. I couldn't make his WCW one last week because I had to take care of some stuff. I think I've noted that my wife has been working nonstop 12-hour shifts since the Houston debacle. And I had to take care of some business for her. But Ryan Rogers III, Monday Nitrous is usually on at 3 p.m. Central Time on Mondays. And then 4 p.m. Central Time, if you missed our show last week of the Canon Film Club of the Captain America 1990s movie on That 70s Rock Fans channel, I highly suggest going to watch it. We had a good time talking some Captain America. It's one of those movies that's a guilty pleasure, It's fun for what we had at the time. That was a cool movie, but it definitely did not date well, if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But anyway, this week on It's Only Talk and Roll at 4 p.m. Central Time on That 70s Rock Fans channel, we're going to be talking about band names. So come check that out. And dude, the weirdest band name I've ever heard is the Surf Yahtzees. You know what I'm talking about. But
Surf
I'm
Yahtzees
sure there's,
must die.
I'm sure there are just a lot weirder ones, and I'm sure Brian's going to clue us into all of them on That 70s Rock Fans channel at 4 p.m. Central Time this Monday, Memorial Day. And then, of course, Tuesday, it's Papa Joe Gamer After Dark, video games, cocktails, and fails. And this week at 10 p.m. Central Time, I'm going to be playing some Madden through the years. 2015 Madden, 2022 Madden. And if anybody wants to play me at the 2023 Madden on Xbox, I'll be glad to take on all comers. Whoever wants to play me, if you want to do that. We're going to play some Madden this Tuesday night at 10 p.m. Central Time on Papa Joe Gamer After Dark. And then Wednesday, we start with State of the Atmosphere at 5:30 p.m. Central Time. That's where me, John, Knock, and whoever else wants to join us. Jed usually shows up. We talk about everything pop culture. We give you a pop culture update. We'll look at the box office clash between Garfield and Furioso this week, or Furiosa, excuse me. And I will try and see that movie before the weekend's up, so I can let you know something about it. We don't do any spoilers on that show, though, when it's that week's movie. But we're going to clue you into everything going on, including the Sweeney spot. We'll let you know what's going on with Sydney Sweeney, our favorite girl these days, and everything else going on the Memorial Day weekend. So come see that at 5:30 p.m. Central Time. Everything pop culture for you on State of the Atmosphere on Wednesday. And then Wednesday night, it's the next chapter of Mass Effect. Papa Joe Gamer After Dark, video games, cocktails, and fails at 10 p.m. Central Time on Wednesdays. And then it's right back around to Sketching the Privateer on Friday. So let's check in with the chat one more time and see what's going on there. Let's see. He says we should talk about Godzilla show for sure. Yeah, there you go. Let's see. Just DM the thumbnail on Twitter. Okay. A little late, but I'll use it this weekend for you, brother. No problem. Let's see. Gold. God help you for watching the 90s Captain America film. It's quite insane. And I say it as a fan of the character in the comics. Better films. Yeah, no doubt, man. But hey, it was fun for the time. I still stand by MCU trilogy being the best Captain America films. Less said about New World Order, better. Yeah, I hear you, bro. I hear you. It is the best trilogy out of all of them, no doubt. The Captain America movies are the best. Look, I've said a million times, my friends will tell you, my favorite MCU movie is Winter Soldier, the second chapter of Captain America.
Actually, if you haven't, sorry.
Go ahead.
If you haven't seen it, the 1944, I think it's 44 serial of Captain America. 15 episodes.
15 episode serial.
Yeah.
Wow. I'll have to find that somewhere and check that out, man. I think I've seen pictures of it, but I don't think I've ever seen. I seem to remember seeing a black and white Captain America before.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, boys and girls. Well, that's it for this week on Sketching the Privateer. Come check it out. You'll see everything behind the scenes before the comic book comes out. I'm leaning towards putting it out digitally to begin with, but I did find out somebody that prints exactly the way I want it done. So who knows? I might get it done the way I want it done, guys. Who knows? But anyway, until we see you again, I want you guys to keep on keeping on. God bless.